Hello, and welcome to this training session where we will be covering custom menu items for the guest portal. To begin, sign into Maverick CRM and navigate to the guest portal setup custom menu. The custom menu setup area is designed to allow hoteliers who are using Maverick for guest recognition or loyalty to have customized pages within their guest portal itself. You can see here, I have a list of menu items that will be displayed to your guests or menus when they sign into the guest portal. Each of these pages is customizable and allows for custom content. However, today we are going to be focusing on the custom menu section for content pages that are not a part of a predetermined menu. This is different from the descriptions pages where you're defining content for pre-configured system menu pages for standard recognition programs. So that is found here under the descriptions where you can see these menu items, overview, reservations, rewards, and so on, where you actually control the content of these items within the description pages itself. You can easily identify the difference between these pages because they don't have the multi-language listing here on the right. This is because, again, these content pages is controlled within the description section separately. To begin, if you'd like to create a new menu item, select Add Custom Menu on the upper right here. This will open a dialog box where you'll populate the name of the menu in the menu code field here. So this is textual. And then a sorting where you give it a rank. So this is going to tell the system where in the menu this item is going to show up. So I'm going to give it number 22 for now. Save and close. And as you can see now, I have a menu item here, menu item 3 with a sorting and it's active. Now, please note that here, when you're selecting and creating, if you are not ready for the page, even if it's blank, to be showing up and have content for the guest, then make sure to select this active button so that the menu itself is not activated at the time that you save this. Once you have it added, you'll see it down here on the left. You have 3 items here or 3 options of custom menus. Now, over here on the right, in order to make your adjustments, you'll select the language of which you're going to make your changes within. By selecting the language that you want to work in, this will give you the drop down, as you can see. As with other areas of the system, this is used for guest-facing sections that you're populating content in multiple languages. This is driven by the setup based on active languages enabled in your individual setup. So in this example, I have 3 different languages established for Maverick, which I can build my content in. I'm going to go ahead and select the English option to get us started. Now, 3 options here for the custom menu. The first one here you can see is a link option. What this allows us to do is provide a naming convention for the menu, select the type of link, and then enter the link of which you want the menu item to go to. So in general terms, when the guest sees this menu and they click on it, it is going to open in a new window or a new tab this particular URL. Please note that it is required to enter the HTTP or HTTPS at the beginning of the link for the content here. To show you an example of what this looks like, here on the guest portal, you can see I have a custom menu type link, and you can see when I hover over it on the bottom left, I do have my URL is showing. When I select it, it does open into a new tab, the page of which I have entered in here for the URL. Next option is for text. Now, you have the option to create a textual only menu item. So we'll go in here. Now, when you've selected your language and going in to create the text, This is a text box only. So you can see in my example, I have added spaces and some updates to provide this in different paragraph format. This option allows you to enter text only. This page will render the text using your branding, so your font and style that is used within the portal for content, but it is a run-on paragraph form. You can't style this text or add any HTML or breaks in the text. So if you can see how this is entered here, and we go again back into the portal and we select this custom menu page text, you can see that it is just a long running string of text. There are none of the spaces or paragraph formatting that I have entered on this itself is displayed. And then last, the item is HTML. You have the option for this. This allows you to enter direct HTML into the page for styling. So rather than the previous option with text only, you can actually style the text that you want to display in a number of different manners. Now I have a few different samples here that we'll look through, so you can see some of the different options available to you. You can do it with a simple HTML with paragraph text, bold, italic, breakpoints, color, etc. So showing you this example here where I just have here, where we just have some paragraph formatting, some breakpoints here. We have it bolded, and then in the menu itself here, you can see that this is just paragraph with some styling, bold font, etc. So this is a very simple content page. If you're just looking for, say, terms and conditions and you want to be able to just outline them in paragraph format, you don't have imagery or anything like that, you can place that in here and actually use HTML to, bold font, color, highlight, underline, standard HTML tags to manage your content. You also have the option to use this more for frequently asked questions, where you have your bolded question number 1 and then your response geared towards the program. Another option is you have some more complex HTML that can be entered. So here on this sample, you can see that I have some full detailed HTML actually dropped into the sheet here. So there is imagery, there you have a little bit more complex styling of the HTML that has been dropped into this field. And if I come in and look at the custom menu HTML here, you can see exactly what is being populated. So I have a header image, I have some content here in the middle, I have some copy, and then I have a little bit of a footer. Now, this is just here as a placeholder. In a real scenario, you probably wouldn't have a thank you for staying text, but I have pasted HTML in here just as it was from another page, and you can see how it's rendering. And then last, a little bit more stylized HTML sample that we have here. Again, you can see that this is a full HTML with styling, full style sheets embedded within the page, and imagery. As you can see, I have some imagery in here. This page renders with, I have some paragraphs. So this might be again, like a terms and conditions or frequently asked questions where I have some items, but I also have some imagery populated at the bottom. So you really have a lot of freedom that you can do if you use the HTML option to add content that makes sense for you. On this particular page, I haven't added any kind of header imagery or anything of that nature, although you certainly can. You can add the headers to all pages. That being said, just make a note that this is not intended to be a replacement for your content management system. It does not behave the way a full landing page within a content management system would. However, it is designed to give you the option to have a sort of landing page with content related to your programs, items of importance related to your programs that you want guests to see, where they're not having to link out of the guest portal in order to view it. Even with that said, lots of options for you to take advantage of here. Some HTML attributes may not be supported in the same manner within the system here as they would be within a landing page in your CMS. However, there are, as you can tell by the HTML that's embedded in here, you really can get pretty detailed with what is accepted in format with styles and tables and div tags and blocks, etc. So a lot of options for you to take advantage of to control the menu items here within your guest portal. For more information on the guest portal, how to manage the menus, or any guest portal setup, feel free to go into our support center located with the buy link in the upper right of Maverick, and have a great day. Thank you.